Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Local Pundit. I'm Josh Anthony. This is your WREXfast Club, the WREXHAM latest news and updates for Thursday, January 9th. How is everyone doing today? Yes, I did go early because the internet has been a little bit spotty. So I figured it's on now. I might as well get a show up for everyone today, just because everything that's going on around us and a lot going on. But as you can see on the thumbnail, it says rest and recovery. Yes, rest and recovery. Our game was called off on Tuesday, but there is no rest for Parkinson and his men. And on the thumbnail, I do have on there Big L, Elliot Lee. And the reason why is because he is injured, but he has been scoring goals. So I'm hoping that we can get him back possibly for next Thursday's game. So anyways, thanks for coming in. Please smash a like on the video. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the Local Pundit. On our way, 50,001. If you know, you know. We're going to get there. Just briefly, real quick, I appreciate everyone for reaching out. There's obviously a lot going on here in Los Angeles, so thoughts go out to everyone who is affected out here. It's a very scary situation for everybody, so hope everyone is okay. And allows me, it's good for me to get out and just talk a little bit of football and not talk about fires and everything. So that's the first of it. So, but anyone that's reached out, I really do appreciate it. But given what's what, Drew does whatever. There he is first. Steve Barton, my guy. How you doing, Steve? Good to see you. Glenda's here. Ruth is here. Nikki D's here. Glenda's here. Hope you are safe. Thank you, Glenda. Yes, we are safe. Got our go bags ready to go. But right now we're okay. A little bit of just a little bit of the power going in and out, so we'll see. And Steve, so Stu Thumb is also here too. So nice, Stu. I think you're new. Hope you're well. Where are you watching from? And thanks for becoming a member of the Local Pundit, as everybody as well. Okay, so quickly there, we as you can see on my up out there on over my right shoulder on your left side. Next watch along will be Saturday. It's not a Wrexham game, obviously. We play Shrewsbury on Thursday, a week from now, which is good. So we'll obviously be doing that watch along next Thursday. But the watch along we're going to do on Saturday morning, rather than the Wrexham game, will be the Shrewsbury Huddersfield game. I went into Shrewsbury and I bought the match, so I do have the match. Unfortunately, it is not on Paramount Plus, but whatever, $13, whatever it is, $13, well worth it to come and share some time with all of you. And Stu is from Alberta, Canada. Welcome, Stu. That's awesome. So yes, thank you to all our people up north. But yes, so we'll be doing the game on Saturday morning. It will be the watch along for that game. So come join us, say hi, relax, and enjoy a game on Saturday with us too. But let's get into the show real quick. And as you can see on the thumbnail, I do have Big L on there. And it is a new show. We're going to talk about it. It says free weekend gives Wrexham a chance to get injured players back in action for next Thursday, which I think is very important. And I mentioned Big L coming back because he is scoring goals. We are I wouldn't say a scoring drought, but we do have a problem scoring goals, and Big L can score goals. So the quicker we get him back on the pitch, helping out, pushing the ball forward and getting the ball in the back of the net, the quicker the quicker we can stay just kind of chase down Birmingham City and Wycombe Wanderers, and Huddersfield are obviously on our tail too. So, but in this article says Parkinson said we're third in the league. The next match is Thursday against the arch rival Shrewsbury Town at the New Meadow. But a upcoming busy spell. They had 5 games in 15 days. It's Parkinson, an opportunity to get everyone back to full fitness. An update where Ryan Barnett has a hip injury. It's not sure what that means quite a hip injury. Center half Louis Brunt has a calf injury. Elliot Lee had a hamstring injury, and he did miss that last match. But he said over the busy period, this is Parkinson saying this, we've got to look to the positive and say we can use this period to now get Elliot Lee, Brunty, and Barney close to fitness. Remember, Brunt has come in and has been starting over Stash, and he has done a good job. But with his calf injury, obviously he's had to take a step back, and Stash has absolutely done very well coming in too. He's a solid midfielder and center half there too. What's going on, Matt Al? How are you? Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. He said we had a bit of illness in the squad and he had to flush that out, which is good. The more time to rest, get everyone back. And Kevin Mulholland and his team have been working very hard with the injured players this week to get them back in training in prep for next week's game against Shrewsbury Town. Listen, a bit of rest after that period, again, I think is good. I think it's very, very good. Let the other teams, I know obviously they want to get them trained and get out there and play games, but getting them back to full fitness awesome, because it's never going to be easy. I think that January has some really tough matches ahead of us too, going into February, especially playing Birmingham City. I think we do play Huddersfield and Shrewsbury. I can't confirm. I know we play Shrewsbury, but I think Huddersfield is also the game after that. But I could be totally wrong. Actually, I could just look it up right now in a minute. But let me know if someone in there can look at the schedule for January as I get to this article here. Obviously, the schedule changed. Be a game on Thursday, but they started preparations on Shrewsbury last week, which is good. And Shrewsbury, listen, no matter what, everything's been a banana in the tailpipe at this point. Every game is something we need to look at. And Lee, joint top scorer, I think it was him and Max have 6 or 7, which isn't a lot. But hey, if people are scoring goals, if Elliot Lee's that guy, get him back to full fitness and get him on the pitch. And so I was a little upset. I say upset, a little bothered that he went in there and he had him come in and he re-aggravated his hamstring, which put him out for an extra period of time. Marie from SoCal, hi, how are you, Marie? I hope you are safe as well. Obviously, she is out here with me in Los Angeles, well, she's a little bit south, but obviously there's fires surrounding us everywhere. So I'm just wishing everyone's okay. Excuse me. What else did he say here? Talking about the quality finish and Boxing Day. He said Brunty is not serious, who has been impressive. This is Parkinson talking about him too. He felt it before the Wigan game, but we played, but played with it. He felt so. This is what I don't understand. They said right here, Brunty, it's not serious. He felt his calf before the Wigan game, but played with it. I mean, everyone wants to play, but we have guys that can play. Running guys into the ground is not helpful. So let them rest, let them relax, let them recover. Part of that's like, these guys are always going to go out there and say, I can go. But if you re-aggravate it, it makes it longer. We're also damn stubborn. They're also damn stubborn and they want to play. So, but hey, these guys want to play football. He said we had it scanned and it showed a minor calf problem. That was Parkinson talking about Brunty. He said it's frustrating to him because he's worked hard to get in the team, but we will get there. We get that right, and I'm sure he'll be back sooner rather than later. Well, if you stop pushing him, resting him, using the squad, which I don't think he uses the squad very well, in my opinion, that could have changed having guys go down. If I feel a niggle or a little bit of an injury that might be coming in, boom, there you go. Elliot Lee felt a little in his hamstring. He went down, rested up a couple days, put him back on the pitch for 10 minutes, re-aggravated it again. Same thing. Just stop. That's one thing that I think we could evolve on, can't we? These guys are always going to say they're going to go. Look at Mullen. Mullen's always saying, I can go. So anyways, moving on, talking about Barney. Barney only missed one league game and was an unused substitute in the goalless draw at Bolton on the 19th of August before sitting out Saturday's win over Peterborough. It says Bolton, not August 19th. I think that's wrong. I think they mean December. Barney has played a lot of football, said Parkinson. He has, but there's a bit of fatigue in there, and it's a minor hip injury, that is. Although he's looking forward to having the trio back available once again, Parkinson won't rush injured players back. Bullshit. That's absolute bullshit. Bold-faced lie. I'm sorry. I love you, but not going to rush an injured player back. That's a bold-faced lie because you did with Elliot Lee. Just saying. Decisions have got to be made looking at the bigger picture rather than the next game in hand, he added. So I hope you can stick to that, but I think that's absolutely bullshit. So I love Parkinson, but come on now. You're full of shit. You're saying it won't rush guys back. Matt Al said the pre-match videos for Peterborough Park, he said Barney had some tightness in his groin. He seems to be changing his mind, maybe because of concern. What do you mean changing his mind? You mean Parkinson or you mean Elliot Lee? Is it his groin or is it his hip? I don't know. One of the two. And he said, I have a meeting in a few minutes. If you're still back on, if you're still here, I'll be back. Okay. Marie from SoCal, I'm probably going to be doing a quick one. Our internet's been in and out with all the, with everything going on around us. So just want to make sure we get a show up for everybody. Good morning, Esteban. How are you? Good to see you back in your usual habitat. Yes, we are back. We are back here for now. We are back here for now. Glenda Bursey, thank you very much. So it's Shrewsbury, Birmingham, and Stevenage. Okay, so we don't have Huddersfield in there, but Shrewsbury for sure, Birmingham for sure. Okay, cool. Then Stevenage. Thank you, Glenda. Good morning, TLP fam. I hope the entire SoCal is safe. Working through it. I mean, there was a fire literally above our house last night, which was terrifying. A house. Parkinson and Barney's groin now is hip. Okay, Parkinson can't make him sweat. I got it. Well, either way, he needs a rest. He definitely needs a rest. And having illness go through the squad doesn't help out either. So, but again, get these guys back on the pitch when they're healthy enough to do that and don't re-aggravate it. I mean, trying to run in the cold as it is always isn't very good. And when you're 29, 30 years old, 28, body takes a little bit of a wear and tear. I just want, in my opinion, rest them as much as possible. Don't push it and get it back in the pitch healthy. And I think Elliott Lee is one of those key players that we need back. Huddersfield is not until we're at the Cosm. That's right. That's why you and I will be at the Cosm doing that. James Lee, stay safe, brother. Hope all folks critical role had to evacuate yesterday. Yes. We'll jump into that. Thank you, James. I really appreciate all of that. But it's been interesting. What's the word on the youth movement? Nothing that I know on my end. But there hasn't been any transfers in or out. But other teams are making some signings around us, so we need to watch out for that. Again, I have my say. I honestly think Parkinson won't make a signing up front. I could be totally way off. It's just my gut opinion. And I'm happy to be wrong because I think we do need I do think that we need some injection of pace and power up front. Okay, next article I want to get to too kind of ties in with the no days off. And again, going to be a quick show just because of everything that's going on. Wrexham against Port Vale was postponed due to safety concern. Got that right here. So good quote here that I checked out earlier. Good quote here that we checked out earlier. When we got the news the game was off, we all got the bad guys back to the racecourse ground in the afternoon, and we had a good training session instead. That's good. The ones who weren't traveling trained in the morning anyways, so they had 2 sessions. Okay. Among the players set to feature against Vale were George Evans. We knew that because he said it. James Jones, who are available after recovery from injury. Now, another guy I want to get back on the pitch and be available is George Evans. JJ, I understand a little bit tougher to get him back on, but George Evans for the middle of the park, for what he can do, his headiness, being on the ball and controlling that midfield, I want to get him back. Yes, he didn't play against Port Vale. I'm sure he had a nice, good training session, but he's one other with Elliott Lee. I want to get back fit and going. Let's see what else he said. It was a good opportunity for those lads, but it was out of our control, meaning that they weren't they didn't have the game. They said what else is there on the description of the postponed match? The Reds boss also added it is difficult for us to know how bad it is because we weren't there, meaning how bad the pitch was. So it is what it is. You got to roll the punches, and again, use the time. He trained with them. Hopefully get guys back on the treatment table and get back to full fitness. Let's say here's he said all you can do is leave it to the decision makers, but we had a chance on a Zoom call, a safety officer and a groundsman at the lunchtime, and the head referee was on that call, so nothing they could do about that. But the good news is obviously the clubs, they want to play, they had the pitch covered, but the good news is they called it off. It's rescheduled for February 4th on the Tuesday, so we will be doing that match as well. We'll be there as well. So that be down at Vale Park. So push that out. We'll use, I think at that time, that's in 3 weeks or so, just over 3 weeks, just under 3 weeks. Use that time when that game comes for the youth. You play Harry Ashfield. It's always play Scar. I know he's not a young player. Play Scar. Rotate the squad a little bit, please. God, just rotate the squad in those games. I'd like to continue. I feel like we have enough, even if we rotate all 11 to take Port Vale out. So the league should be our top priority, and by then we will know what squad looks like. And I'm going to bring up Matt Al's chat here. He said, "Sign the 3 free agents. Laugh out loud. Dad, Bod, Bolton, and Boyle out. They sound like crap listeners." Yeah, they do. Sign the 3 free agents. I don't think Dad Bod will be here. I don't think so. I think he's going to be gone sooner than later. I'm all for bringing in young championship level talent so we can get promoted, stay up to consolidate versus going up and getting ready and losing a year constellation. I think the goal is to go up, brother James. I think it's to go up. I feel, though, in my opinion, I think Parkinson feels he has enough to go up with JM coming back, and I think he thinks that Malls will come good. And I think he's going to ride fucking Palmer like Zorro to the end of the season up front, and whoever he plays with. That's what I think he's going to do. I want to be wrong. That's what I think he's going to do. But anyways, okay. Again, not much going on here. out there, but I did want to get a quick show up for everybody, and I hope everyone is doing well themselves. Just have a quick look at the table. As we all know, Birmingham City top of the league, Wycombe Wanderers in second. We are tied on points and also level on games at this point. Birmingham City have 2 games in hand at this stage, 2 games, but that second place or first place, take it for wherever you want, is where we want to be. We want first or second. I think we have second written all over us no matter what. If we go out and do our business and do our job, great. Everyone's worried about Huddersfield Town winning. I'm happy they won because I want to take points off Wycombe Wanderers. That's just me. Now, can Shrewsbury do a job for us? Shrewsbury are in the mud, and they're in 22nd place in the relegation zone. They're going to be fighting for their lives. On Saturday, can Shrewsbury do a job for us against Huddersfield and pull them away a little bit? We shall see. I'm hoping they do. And the other games that are happening this weekend, I will just check out real quick. Other games you need to look out for, not that many. It is Blackpool versus Cambridge, Northampton versus Barnsley, Shrewsbury Huddersfield. That's the game we're going to be doing the watch along for, and Stevenage, Burton, and Rotherham Bolton. So nothing else really happening for those games. So that we need to take a quick look at. Maybe the Barnsley one, but I'm not too worried about that. The other 3 teams I'm only worried about as far as breaking into the top 2. I think it's a 4-horse race: Birmingham City, Wycombe Wanderers, and Huddersfield Towns. And then the other ones, the rest of them are going to play spoilers, in my opinion. But okay, James Lee 2 says, I agree with having enough to go up, but unless we spend a 20-30 M's and completely turn this squad over, we're going to be relegated to the roster. It's too old to stay on the championship. I agree with you 100%. I personally think we need to strengthen, but I agree with you, and we'll worry about next year in the summertime if that happens, James Lee. But yes, rumors are we have 3 free agents training with us. Welsh Techie said the training field is on lockdown. Something's cooking. Apparently, 2 strikers are trialing. Well, if they're free agents, that might be a problem. Why we can afford to go out and spend some money on real players. So that seems. I'm sure it's true. I'm not saying it's not true, but we have the money to go spend on players. I know Matty James has come in and did a great job, but we have money. Go spend the goddamn money. That's just my opinion. Whatever they make up, whatever they're trying to do, I don't understand. I know there's a rumor about who's the guy that used to play for Watford. He's been out there training with us. Can't think of his name right now. I know that. But why are we training with free agents? Go out and get a player. Act like a club we want to be, and go out and get a player. We have the money to do it. That's my concern. I don't think Parkinson wants to upset his apple cart, especially up front. And Matt Al says, the Welsh Techie scoop. Yep, Techie's great. Good to see you, Sarah. Good to see you too. Thank you very much. Hope you are very well, Sarah. And it does sound interesting. But my take on that is we have the money to spend. If it's there, and we're going to bring players in. Yes, they might have experience in the championship, but they're not signed. It's January. You really think he's going to bring a player in right away and play them? No. I don't think he's going to do that. So we're on the rest until the 16th. Yes, we have a game next Thursday. Esteban. That is our next game, and not our next watch along. Our next game. Next watch along is going to be Saturday, Shrewsbury versus Huddersfield, and we will be here for the watch along for that game as well. And then is the game after that is the Birmingham City game. I'm pretty sure about that. We needed the rest. Steve Barton, we totally needed the rest. These guys needed the rest, and I'm fine with it. I think he was going to rest 99% of the squad on Tuesday anyway. Or with the rotation. So some of these guys, get them back on the treatment table and get them back to full fitness. The Elliott Lee one for me, again, I'll say it again. That's a guy, he is scoring goals. He knows how to score goals. Get him back on the pitch so we can score some goals. We're going to have to do it up front. We need to do it in the midfield. I'm hoping the other guys, get back into it. I'm hoping that JM is on. My tag is that JM's going to be on the bench for the Birmingham City game. That's my take. I just have a feeling there. Build the club up. That's what we need. That's what we did when we were in the NL. Brought in Mulls and Palmer. Yes, it is. Ruth H., how are you? Free agents being discussed is a concern, I would say. John, I agree with you. What the hell are we talking about free agents for? Go and spend some money on a fucking player. We have it. And Michael Wolf, look how long it took to get Rathbone in. The highest paid transfer to date. I agree with you. I totally agree with you. Matty James started playing quite sooner after he was signed, but I know that is an exception rather than the rule, says Liz Jones. Yes, Liz Jones, I totally agree with that. And this half stepping is going to be what costs Phil his job, especially if the locals feel like the reason Robin Ryan sat in their hands and didn't get aggressive in the window. I'd said this yesterday too, James. Do not woulda, coulda, shoulda. We could have signed someone to give us a little more firepower. We should have brought someone in for a couple more goals or whatever the hell it is. I totally agree with you. That's why I'm saying go and do the business. I just feel I don't know they're going to do it. I just, by the way Parkinson's talking a couple of shows ago, I said don't expect January transfers. I'm kind of feeling that way. It's the 9th. And I would say that he talks about Dalby, and I know we want to get our pants pulled down about Dalby, but who knows? He could possibly bring him back, but I don't think that's going to happen either. Let him stay up there. But I agree. I want to be aggressive in the transfer window. I don't think it's a very tough window, as we know. Obviously, there's target on our back because we are Wrexham. We'll see what happens. And Steve Barton says, I hear the printer warming up. I don't hear it warming up at all. I feel the ink is dry. I want to be wrong. But for your mouth, the God's ears, warm up that printer, get it going, put it in. Ronaldo signs just before the transfer window closes. Barton's all over this. He's making it happen. He's putting it out there. And who are the 3 free agents that have been training with us? People know, but they don't say. I have no idea. I'm not in the know. I just know that one of them used to play for what the hell is that? For Watford, and I think he's 33 years old. That's the one I do know. I do know about. I've heard about. Stop with the free agents. Go spend the goddamn money. Huddersfield are doing it by spending on Taylor. That's a great signing if it happens. Yes, Huddersfield are doing it, and they did drop points. Keep dropping points, Huddersfield. No, sorry. They're not. They're right behind us, but I want Wycombe Wanderers and them to drop points. So we shall see how that goes down. But Wycombe are getting gutted a little bit too as well. And no names. Everyone's holding everything personal. Everyone wants to be in the know, and they want to hey, check out what I know, but I'm not going to tell you. That's what they do. Hey, I know all this information, but I don't tell you. Welsh Techie does. Welsh Techie actually communicates a lot. Does really good stuff. Manal does too. The other people out there that try to hold it to be in now. I'm sure everyone else is spending a lot of money on players, so the next half of the season could look different for all. I think so. It could if the money is spent out there and players do come in. It could change the landscape of it. And Paul Kelly, hey Josh, I believe the owners will do whatever they need to do. I hope you're right, Paul Kelly. I hope you're right. I hope the owners will do whatever they need to do to go up. I hope you're right. I absolutely do. And my heart agrees with you. My head says otherwise. And yes, please smash the like on the video. All right, I'm going to get out of here. I want to get out of here just because I know my internet's working and I don't want the stream to go off. Again, quick show, a lot going on around us, as you all know, with the fires and everything. So I appreciate you coming in and everyone checking in on us. I'm really grateful. So just a quick news and update show today. And if anything breaks, I will go live. Even if we don't have internet, I'll go live. But we are safe. And yeah, no game this weekend again. We're just going to watch that Shrewsbury and Huddersfield game. So that'll be on the docket, and maybe Manchester United and Arsenal on Sunday. We shall see. Stay safe. Thank you very much, Glenda. I appreciate that. Thank you, Ruth. Appreciate you as well. And thank you, Esteban. Everyone, thank you all. Take care. Always here if anyone needs me as well. And always stay safe. Stay safe. Yes, Paul, Maddow, Sarah, Esteban. We got you. Keep an eye on the Discord. As you know, if anything happens, I'll let you all know when we'll go live. And get your alerts on, smash the like, and share out too. Let's keep this great, fantastic, lovely community going. And appreciate all the messages. And on that bombshell, I'll see y'all soon.